Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. I was enjoying some ice cream, some decaf coffee, watching my New York Yankees, and I checked Twitter. Rueben Owens, the number one running back in the country in the 2023 high school class, has committed to Louisville. It's just another one of the top commits coming to Louisville. Before we get into it, just wanted to thank you guys, obviously, for all the support you guys have shown the channel. Over 1,000 subscribers. If you guys do like talking college football, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate all the support. Let's start talking some Louisville football. We did our team preview of them a couple weeks ago, so if you want to see that, go check that out. Scott Satterfield was on the hot seat. He obviously was in hot waters with the fans after testing the waters with some other college coaching jobs. And then the consistent losses to Kentucky and the rivals, and just really an underwhelming season. People were talking about getting rid of him and moving on, but he's just kind of recruiting like his life is on the line. Rueben Owens, if you want to check out some just really, really fun 10 minutes of highlights, I would encourage you guys to go check those videos out. He basically just wasn't tackled pretty much the whole 10 minutes. He averages 12 yards a carry. In 24 games, he's rushed for over 4,000 yards, just putting up some absolutely absurd numbers. But what's even more important is the 2023 class in general. I mean, Scott Satterfield has at least saved his job for a couple of years in my mind, because you can't let him go after the recruiting class he's brought in. I mean, this is a type of recruiting class that can change the trajectory of a college football program, and it's vital that you guys keep these guys together. I mean, Rueben Owens obviously headlines the class. He's a top 20 player nationally, the number one at the position. He's played a really big time ball at Texas, and he looks the part. But you also get a guy like Pierce Clarkson from John Bosco. He's a top 200 player in the country, the 10th best quarterback in the class. You pair him up with a top 60 guy, the top 10 wide receiver in the country in DeAndre Moore Jr., who I haven't checked out that much, but he's also a guy that obviously 24/7 feels great about. And then Aaron Williams also. I mean, the encouraging thing for what Coach Satterfield's doing is he's going from all over the country. I think Kentucky or Louisville in general has recruited kind of that area. Kentucky, maybe go down to Georgia, Tennessee. They're going nationally, and that is kind of how you take the next step in the recruiting. You look at some of those top schools, they recruit from everywhere, and that is what Coach Satterfield is doing. I mean, he has his hands in Texas. He's gone out, and 3 of the top 4 guys in his class are from California. He's actually, you can add another one with Jamari Johnson. He's recruiting California extremely well. He's got 4 guys from John Bosco, a couple of guys from Georgia. In this class, only 10 commits is ranked in the top 10 in the country. And this is how you change the program. Everybody knows. I don't need to talk about this, but the key to changing a program, the trajectory of the program, is getting talent. I mean, yes, culture is important, but at the end of the day, it's the Jimmies versus the Joes, and you need to have the athletes on both sides of the ball to be able to win college football games against teams like Clemson. And that's what Louisville's trying to do. And I don't know if they're taking advantage of the NIL and really utilizing that. But whatever they are doing and whatever Coach Satterfield and his staff are doing is clearly working, because they are dominating the 2023 high school recruiting classes. And I would look forward to keep going. I mean, they only got 10 commits here. I mean, 4 or 5 of them are top 200 guys. 3 of them are top 100 guys. Louisville seems to be going in the right direction. I know fans are not happy with the product that's been on the field the last couple of years. You have a talented quarterback in Malik Cunningham, and it just seems like you haven't gotten it done. To be honest, as a Michigan fan, I kind of felt that way, but you saw Jim Harbaugh. He was recruiting very well. He just needs to go get those guys through the pipeline and get them ready and on the field, and it paid off last year for Michigan. And look, Clemson seems to be struggling with the new era of recruiting. We'll see how Dabo Swinney can kind of replace his coordinators, which is a big question mark coming into the season. And look, if Clemson is looking like it's going to take a step back in the ACC, Louisville might be waiting in the wings to take advantage of it. And so that'll do it for a video. Again, very optimistic for Louisville in the future. I mean, they still got a lot of time to add to this 2023 class and start building a kind of a little pipeline. It seems like they're taking advantage of guys in California. They're going and getting guys from Texas. If Louisville can keep this up and Clemson seems to take a step back, Louisville can really make a push to be at the top of the ACC because it is up for grabs. Yes, Clemson's been dominant for the last decade, but there are a lot of question marks going into Clemson's season and kind of the future of that program as Dabo tries to adjust to the NIL, to the transfer portal. And guess what? Louisville seems to be taking advantage. Definitely a team to watch. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. And if you guys do like it, subscribe to the channel. And then definitely go out and check Rueben Owens' highlights. Because if you want something to get you jacked up on a Monday night, go watch his highlights. And we'll talk to y'all later.